Hi folks, I'm Sean.
And I'm Corinne.
And welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover.
We're glad you're along for the ride.
We're here today at Smith Rock State Park in Oregon. We're only going to be here for a very short time, so we're trying to get out and get a couple photographs while we're here.
Yes, we're in Central Oregon, heading eastward. We've been out at the coast for a little while and did a trip into Mount Hood, so this is our eastbound leg.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get a nice morning. Not many clouds in the sky, and we've got quite a bit of smoke. Part of the reason we're not going to stay very long. And we're hoping that this peak right behind us here is going to light up here in a few minutes. And it's going to turn out to be a beautiful shot.
There's lots of hiking trails here, and it's a popular spot with rock climbers. So if you're a rock climber, you should check it out.
Yeah, gorgeous area, and hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit of it before we have to move on.
Stay tuned for some photography.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. And Corinne is already busy taking some photographs. We had sort of a slow start this morning getting here and getting ourselves to a location because we hadn't been here before. Always difficult in a morning. Corinne is busy setting up to take that beautiful shot with the color up on the top of the rocks.
And we are on the Rim Trail. It's a very nice gravel path with some fencing, and you can see down below there are additional trails down by the river, Crooked River. We just come at sunrise and you can see this rock is nearly fully lit now. And we look to the right a little bit more north, and this is still all shaded. This is the area we were setting up for our photo, so we are hopeful that the sun will hit this area soon, because that's the angle of our cameras. Sean's all set. And there's the sun peeking over that little crest of the hill there. Well, I'm taking a different view of Smith Rock. You can see over to the left of the rock there's the Crooked River going by, and I'm facing west. The rising sun has brightly lit up this rock, and you can see down below all the trees are in shadow. And this is a situation where the graduated filters can really help out to bring out those trees that are shadowed in the photograph. So I've added a 4-stop filter on my camera here. And here's a view of the back of the camera. You can see how much the river and the trees are showing up in this image. And I'll adjust it now and take out the graduated filter and show you the difference. Here's the view of the back of the camera now without a filter in place. And you can barely discern the little Crooked River there at the left side. The rock is quite bright, and you really can't discern any of the trees down in the bottom in the canyon.
And here are a few of Corinne's photos. Currently set up to take this shot. I'm just waiting for the light to come and shine on the pinnacle there, and it's probably going to still be another few minutes before that happens, but once that starts to happen, this should look pretty lovely. I'm figuring about another 10 or 15 minutes. So I blew it this morning. I went for a great composition instead of going for great light, and unfortunately all the great light is over there and my composition is over here. And what I hadn't realized is that the hill here pretty much blocks the pinnacle from getting the first morning light. So unfortunately, again, lovely composition, just not a very good lit scene. And I'm really hoping that as the sun comes up a little bit, that this peak here gets a little bit more light. Well, sometimes you just have to hang in there. As it turns out, the light as it's got a little higher in the sky is adding some nice highlights on the rock here and really starting to bring out some of the features I hope to see a little bit earlier. So it looks like I might have lucked out, and I'm still going to get a pretty nicely lit set of rocks here. And here are a few of Sean's photos.
So how was your photo session, Sean?
Well, it was filled with some ups and downs.
Tell us more.
Well, I had picked a really good composition, but I hadn't really thought through the light, and the light just didn't do what I hoped it would. Although at the end of the all in all, I stuck with the composition, and the light eventually gave me some nice highlights, and hopefully a decent picture.
Good. Well, I went off and tried another composition where the light was shining a lot brighter, and used some filters to reduce how much shadow I was getting in the canyon.
How did the photograph turn out?
Not bad. A little unbalanced, a lot of rock on the right hand side, and I was trying to show up the river, and you know, when you do that, you get a big blank space on the left side.
Yeah, on the left side, yeah. I have a bit of the same problem. I have the river on the outside of the rock and a little bit of unbalancing, but we'll just have to see how it turns out. I did try a large panorama, and that might fix some of that, but we'll just have to see when I get home.
Good. Well, it was a short visit. I think it was a really interesting location. I think it's definitely got some potential for morning. It would be more challenging in the evening because most of the rock faces are on the west side of the park.
Yeah, it would be more challenging in the evening. I think you'd need to be a little higher up and in a situation where you could get a kind of a broader picture of both the rocks and the river.
Yeah, there's a healthy hiking trail way up to the east of us that gets you really up high, but I believe the trail that goes up there is called the Misery Trail. So
Yeah.
I think you have to plan to climb quite a ways up.
Yes, and what folks don't know is that Corinne has hurt her ankle, so for the next little while we're going to be doing some car photography, so not too many big walks for us.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you'd like to see more of our videos, please consider subscribing.
And as always, when you want to know when our videos are released, please hit the bell button. And as always, don't forget to give us a comment or a thought. We love hearing from you.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. One of the pleasures of being up so early in the morning to go do some photography is catching the wildlife still in the park. We had a great time watching these guys for about half an hour. Take care, and bye for now.